I'm dressed all in purple because Gretchen and I are just back from an evening reception at the Canterbury residence of the Archbishop of Canterbury, the so-called Old Palace. The Old Palace is just under the lee of the cathedral, and so has one of the most spectacular backyard views that one can imagine. The weather was simply lovely again today, and so this short outside event was really very enjoyable. I have to admit, occasionally feeling overwhelmed by the presence of all the history that I studied in school. To be at Canterbury, to walk on the same steps that once carried Thomas à Becket is really just quite remarkable. Today, our Indaba conversations began to take hold. In both my Bible study group and my Indaba group, we had serious and important discussions. In Bible study, we were looking at the story of the woman taken in adultery, and our conversation was about the ways in which we make judgments in the light of Christ. The subtext, of course, was homosexuality and the decisions of the Episcopal Church. Our Indaba group spent a whole lot of time worrying about the process and tinkering with it, and it became evident after a while that we share a common concern that amidst all the talk of our differences, we don't lose sight of our work for justice. We are united in a concern that justice, economic justice, social justice, concern for the poor and the oppressed, not be lost in all the other talk. And therefore, we spent the last half of this session talking about the Millennium Development Goals, and each bishop was asked to make 2 commitments about the MDGs that he or she would be willing to carry home to his or her diocese. We report on those commitments on Friday. Tomorrow is our London day, and we go to London to march to witness for the MDGs from Whitehall Place to Lambeth Palace. We have lunch at the palace, and then tea in the afternoon at Buckingham Palace with the royal family. Should be quite a day.